Hi, the collective. My name is Aruna from All Change by the Minute Video Time. Again, thank you for watching the other videos, okay, and appreciating that again, and over again. So, what I got, primal fear. Primal fear, okay, that is serious business. As I was doing my run, I got primal fear, and this is not I think this is the third time I'm getting it, okay, primal fear, but it is the oldest tactic, fear tactic, to bind you to a world that is not even real, okay? That is not even real. Yeah. For you, it is seeming like it's real, but it's not, okay? So again, it is manipulation, okay, of the collectiveness, okay? And I'm not saying that you are going with it, okay? But this is the reality, okay? And this is the truth, okay? What we're talking about. So primal fear tactics, putting on your mind, in your mind, upon your heart, so you cannot heal, okay, yourself, to love yourself, to going back to God, to going back to your roots, to going back to the true nature who you are. And that is what's being, it's you, it's not you, yeah, also by choice, okay, holding back from that choice for you to not to create with God, okay, but creating out of illusion. Yeah, thank you, God. Creating out of illusion. So, again, fear around the world, okay? Just putting fear, okay? You will see that when a certain person is coming into your life. It doesn't matter where it is, okay? In the supermarket, on your normal job, on the streets, okay? And they will say, and they are so chaotic and full of confusion and full of danger, okay, having a dangerous mind, you will feel that energy. Even though you're not spiritual, you will feel their energy, okay? And then I heard you will feel your energy shifting, okay? When yours is shifting, okay, into another, actually it is another reality, but not knowing how that works, okay? It is about putting fear in your mind, okay? Yeah, because one world over here and another over here, okay? And you need to know both worlds for you to connect with God again, okay? And for you to connect with yourself again, okay? So primal fear, the oldest tactic for you to live in fear, okay? For you to live in fear. And when you are living in fear, you will not be able to handle yourself, okay? And how to handle yourself is just getting rid of the fear by going in it, okay? By going in it, handling it. It doesn't matter what it is, just handle the fear tactics, what is being put, okay? Being conscious, okay, about the things that are being said and done, okay? While meeting another human being on this planet who is working with that fear tactic, okay? Yeah. All. Oh, I heard mind blown. Yeah. Mind blown. That can go both ways, okay? But in this case, I got it as a positive thing, okay? Mind blown by you not having fear anymore. It's okay. And again, it's all about energy in the now, okay? In the now. As I'm talking, it's in the now. Yeah. It's not in the future also, but now as we're talking, okay? So again, putting fear, yeah. All the spears, again, putting fear, okay, towards you. So you cannot live your life to the fullest. So you cannot live your life with the truth. So you cannot live your life to love yourself first, okay? And when there is fear, how can you love yourself, okay? Because again, as I shared that on a post, okay, it is the fear, the rejection, okay, is a fear. And the rejection has felt real, okay? But that is something, again, from the physical form of you, okay? Because you're not still, or you are going into it, okay? To find yourself, to create with God, to not to have fear anymore, to not to feel the abandonment anymore, okay? Because that is fear. Fear is being projected onto you, okay? Yeah. It's like a laser beam around the world, okay? A veil, okay? A veil, yeah. It's not your fear. It's not your curse, okay? To take. No. And even, it's not your burdens, okay? But even though the people who are here, the messengers, okay, they will take the burdens of other people, okay? Without their knowledge, they were doing that already. And it needs to be happening, okay? Because with burdens, in this case, come also blessings. Not that we are doing that for blessings, okay, or the rewards or any kind of that kind of things, okay? No. Because, again, when you're doing God's work, you're chosen to do God's work. It's about being humbled, okay, over and over again. As I shared it many, many, many times, okay, you are being humbled and humbled and humbled, okay. So where there's fear, there are tactics, okay, and you need to know the tactics, and you need to know who you are dealing with at that point, okay. It's not only about the human that is being put in your life, okay. It's through them that you are having your fear. So it's not real. It's just an illusion, okay? It's just an illusion. And you need to go and grow through that fear, because fear is of the darkness, okay? And how to deal with that fear is going into the darkness, going into the unknown, okay? To know who you are to your core as you are believing in God, okay? Yeah. Again, so we're talking about the conscious mind, okay? And the conscious mind is, with a lot of people, unconscious, okay, at this moment, okay? Yeah. That's the ignorance. And people still thinking that they are in control of their life. They are too much in control of their own life, okay? Because when there is no control, you're letting God taking over your life, but still being in control. That there's a difference, okay, between taking control in a negative way and in the physical realm, okay, or going with the flow of God's reality. Yeah, God's reality, okay. So we're talking about the collective, okay, and we are talking about a collective consciousness. And no, we are not. We don't want to sleep, okay, throughout our lives, okay? You want to stay awake. You want to stay awake while you are awakening bit by bit. That is what I wanted to say. While you are awakening more and more, okay, you are going into another reality. And in that reality, you will find yourself, who you are at your core. Thank you, God. Yeah. Let's pull some cards, okay? Yeah. Because as I'm talking, I'm out of my breath, okay? Yeah. Because a lot of talking, okay? This will give me a pause. Even though I will talk, but it gives me a pause, okay? Release and let go. See, as I was talking about it. Yeah. And look at the birds are flying freely, okay? It's about your freedom, not someone else's. Your freedom, okay? We're talking about. Yeah. Release past burdens. As I said, burdens and embrace new beginnings. Yeah. Because those burdens were never yours. It was put into your life. Yeah. So you can learn, not only to learn, okay, but to break any kind of illusion, okay, what was set upon you, set upon your life, okay? Yeah. Because as we are driving, I heard, in our car, and I'm seeing a road, okay, totally free. You want that for yourself. Because, I'm sorry, Burby, where there's traffic, okay, there's noise. Again, you know me. Where there's traffic, there's noise. And you don't want to be in that noise. You can filter that, okay? 5-5 by changing your whole attitude, your whole mind, okay? Your whole mindset. That's what you need to do. So the primal fear is being put upon you by the secret society, okay? And you need to know this, because when you're not knowing it, you will go with the flow of the physical form of you, okay? And you will never be able to awaken in this lifetime, okay? And then you will come back and do it over and over and over again, okay? Yeah. Anxiety, I'm hearing, yeah. Anxiety, yeah. And still people are not believing, okay? A word, what is being said about spiritual beings who are in their freedom, okay, yeah, who found their freedom, who found their voice, okay, by creating with God. Yeah, the truest form of you, I heard, okay, the truest form of you, that is, yeah, what you need to be doing, okay, yeah, stop, I heard. Prosperity. Prosperity comes from hard work and love your life, okay, yeah. When you're not loving your life, you're not loving yourself. When you are not embracing life, you're not loving yourself and another human being on this planet, okay? Because then you're sleeping. Embracing life means embracing yourself, okay? Yeah. Even with any faults, okay? Yeah. Faults, yeah. The fault of the plan, I heard, the fault of the plan. People are, yeah, okay, people are giving the fault to the plan, okay? To the plan, yeah. That means God's plan. Why? No. You need to be taking accountability of your own actions, and that is what God is wanting you to learn, okay? If you're not, when, if, I'm not sure, okay? Yeah, both can be. If and when you're not taking accountability of your own actions, how can you make proper choices? I'm hearing proper choices, okay? For your own life. I'm sorry about my voice. A lot of talking, okay? Yeah. Yeah. There will be no bliss. There will be no prosperity. There will be no abundance. There will be no peace. There will be no harmony in your life when you're not getting life. Yeah. No. So the primal fear, again, is being put on you, okay? Put on the day that you are born, primal fear, okay? Because that is what you've learned, okay? Okay, this is your life, and you need to be working. You need to be going to school, working, okay, day and night, coming home all tired, okay, and doing that over and over and over again, okay? No, that's not life, okay? Yeah. That is not life. That is not how God is knowing for you how to live your life, okay? Yeah. Because God is sensible, okay? This is your life we're talking about. Again, not someone else's life, okay? Yeah. Go with the flow of the universe. Yeah. Adaptable, I'm hearing. Change your mindset. Change the reality that you are living in, because it's all about a certain level of protection, I'm hearing. Yeah, you need to protect yourself, a certain level of protection. Even though God is doing that for you, your ancestors are already busy. Again, everybody, okay, is busy for you to protect you, okay? Because you are the one who will be awakened. Oh, I heard in your family. Whoa, whoa. You are the one who will be awakened in your family, I heard. Whoa. Yeah. There's always that one, okay? Yeah. God will be igniting that person to awaken, okay? So that person will be, how is that? The ripple effect. Yeah, thank you, God. Ripple effect, okay? Yeah. And that is you. That is your energy, okay? People are going. When you're throwing a stone, okay, in the river, on the water, okay, you will see that ripple effect, right? Yeah. And that ripple effect will get bigger, bigger and bigger. And your energy will get louder and louder and louder. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, because it will echo back into the universe and it will echo back to you. Okay, and it will go. You know how the universe works? Always in balance, okay? Justice, balance, okay? The scales must always be balanced out, okay? When we're not knowing it, yeah, even then, okay, even then, yeah. Yeah, the skills must always be balanced. And again, it's not about abundance, it's not about prosperity, okay? But yeah, when you're working on yourself day and night, hard work pays off, people. Yeah, hard work pays off. And I'm not talking about the material things, okay? No, it's the hard work, what you're doing from the inside out, okay? Again, I will talk that as much as I need to, okay? Because, yeah, God chose me, okay, to, yeah, awaken you. Awaken a lot of people, actually. Yeah. And that is being on a mission with God, okay? Safety. Safety is the foundation of life. Cherish the calm moments, okay? Cherish the calm moments, yeah. I heard even if you have to fly it solo, yeah. 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 And I'm not saying for the rest of your life, okay? But flying solo means flying with God. And the noise, okay, you know about the noise. And if not, there's a lot of noise around the people who are being put in solitude, okay? It's your safety zone, that cage, okay? Where you were put in, primal fear, okay? You could not fly. You could not have your freedom, okay? Not the kind of freedom that you want, okay? Yeah, that you want, that you need in your life, yeah. So safety needs to be there. The protection needs to be there because when you are working with God, okay, or going to God, at least you are knowing that you are believing in God and having faith in God, okay, for you to get the help that you are needed, okay, yeah. One card lies here, okay, inspiration. Because of you, okay, I'm hearing, yeah, because of you, yeah. And again, inspiration is everywhere, okay, look around you, yeah, and inspiration is there. And the light bulb moments will come that you can create with God, that you know that you are creating with God and no one else, okay, yeah. Take a walk, okay? Take a walk in the nature and you will see so many things, okay? Even though you're living in a city, okay? Just take a walk, okay? Look at the people around you, read them, okay? Read them. Yeah, acknowledge them, who they are and what they're wanting, observe them, yeah. And I also heard grow with them. That means growing with them, yeah, even with a nasty attitude, okay, even of the darkest fear, what is being put on in your brain, okay, yeah, for you to be brainwashed, okay, yeah, for the rest of your life, so you cannot be awakened in a life full of truth. I'm hearing, oh Lord. Wow, yeah, 18 minutes, yeah. So, no more cards, I heard, no more cards. Whoa. The trance that I'm in, okay, whoa, with God. Yeah, for me, it's not a trance, okay, but how I can explain it, okay, it's being one with God, it's being one with nature, it's being one, okay, one reality, okay, even though you are knowing of the other reality of the physical form, but no, it's about you working with God, you working, okay, and you having the courage, okay, to be under fire again, to be under fire by the secret society and knowing that, and that knowing, by knowing that, that primal fear, okay, that fear first, okay, I got first, yeah, primal, okay, yeah, that was put upon the people, it needs to go. It needs to go, okay? Yeah. Wow, this one was serious. But I like these kind of readings, okay? Yeah. Even though I can laugh, okay? Yeah. But again, it's up to you, okay? Yeah. Even though I like fun also, of course, yeah, as you know me. But fear by the spears. Yeah. Coldness, okay? Yeah. Ice. I saw ice cubes, okay, in a dream, okay? And that means fear, okay? Yeah. Cold. Day of confusion. I'm hearing cold day of confusion. Yeah. It's not only one day, because when you are having that kind of day, okay, and you are waking up the next morning, okay, yeah. Yeah. It's about your whole attitude, okay, how you are waking up. Are you transmuting the energy which you had yesterday, or are you going with the flow of that kind of energy that you had yesterday, okay? And it's about that fear. It's about not having the right kind of mindset, okay? Because that is what you will manifest day after day after day after day after day after day, okay? It's about you, no one else. And when you're getting it, okay, and that you are here to work on yourself, to awake, okay, and not to sleep anymore, okay? Not to sleep anymore. And when you are walking again in the nature, okay, even though in my case, a lot of walking, okay, a lot of walking in the nature. I like my days at the beach, yeah. I'm liking the mountains, even though Holland is so flat. Le Pays Bas, okay? That's why. Look it up, what it means, Le Pays Bas. That's French, okay, yeah. Yeah. It's not high, it's low. See? Funny, okay, yeah. It's not high, it's low. No, we don't have mountains, okay? Yeah, we don't have a good hill over here, yeah. And I'm not liking that, okay? I'm not liking that, God. No. So, yeah, it's not even far, the mountains, okay? Because Belgium has mountains, okay? Yeah. Dutch, Germany has mountains, okay? But not. It's a ride, okay? It's a ride, yeah. Yeah. And last year I went to Croatia, okay? Oh my God. And the mountains, okay? And the sea, yeah. Living in the mountains, yeah. So what I mean, it's a lot of inspiration, okay? You can be yourself. Living in the city, yeah. A lot of noise, a lot of people, okay, yeah. And of course you can get inspiration everywhere, okay, around you. And it's up to you to have that strength while walking through the people who are making noise, who are making your life miserable. Yeah, that is what I heard, okay? And it's up to you to know who these people are. And they are not hired by God, okay? No, no. It's evil doing, okay? It's evil doing that they are being put upon your life, because again, it doesn't matter what kind of level you are in your life of spiritual awakening, okay? Level 1, I know. People can come after you, okay, more and more. And the more that you are leveling, okay, the more, okay, that the devil will come after you also. Because again, but at one point they will lose the game, okay, even though it's not a game. Yeah, they're wanting to want you to play, okay, that game of that unconscious living, okay, of that primal fear, what is being put upon your life, upon us, okay, not me anymore. I know that. There's no fear in me, okay? Even though fear will come, it's up to me how to deal with it, okay? It's up to me. Transmute it, okay? You will not know what kind of dream I had, okay? Yeah, it was a fucking nightmare. But it's up to me how to deal with it, okay? If it's real, if it's not real, if it's an illusion, okay? If it's not an illusion, okay? Yeah. Yeah. So, wake up. It's time to wake up, okay? Yeah. To the truest form of you, okay? Thank you for being here again. Thank you again for watching the other videos, okay? Whew. Yeah, I'm going out. Not literally. But love you all, okay? Until next time, until next reading, and peace be with you, okay? Bye-bye.